What's up, y'all? We back again. Around the ring. Myself, Coach Spoon. I got L Boogie, Lauren Michaels. And today, good topic today, we're going to talk about Claressa Shields today. The GWOAT, that's what she called herself. And you know what? I'm following that path, y'all, because right now, 5 division, wow. Champion, she went up, stopped the girl, Vanessa, last week. And I'm telling you, this girl, awesome. Claressa Shields.
Did you watch that fight?
I seen it. Listen, I seen it. And you know what? She looks sharp, y'all. I'm telling you, this girl looks sharp. She has a boxing skill. Shields. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna call her the GWOAT. That's what she want to be called, the GWOAT. Now, Miss Lauren Michaels not gonna like this situation, y'all, just because I understand her factors coming from a woman's perspective, especially in boxing. But I'm gonna speak for myself real quick. 2-time gold medalist. Come on, y'all. Back to back, 2012, 2016. Come on, y'all. Flint, Michigan. What's up, Michigan? My Uncle John Witherspoon live in Michigan. What's up? Big up to Michigan too. But listen, she did a great job, and I'm telling y'all, she's in a she's in a GWOAT conversation. All right, come on. What you got, Mike?
Look, I respect Claressa Shields.
Okay.
I have to respect someone that won the first gold medal ever for the United States in women's boxing. She went to the Olympics the first year they had boxing for women, brought home gold. You have to respect that. She went back 4 years later, did it again. That is definitely respectable. She is a 5-weight world champion. That's respectable too.
And she knocked her out. She knocked the heavyweight out.
But
What's
she
the
knocked
but?
an okay heavyweight out.
Don't matter.
That was her third knockout.
Okay.
In as many fights as she's had.
15-0.
15-0, 3 knockouts.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Ann Wolfe back in the day had 24 wins,
listen.
16 knockoups. And she did it in the same 2 minutes that Claressa Shields has today.
So wait a minute, hold up. Now, listen, I'm a 90s, 80s type fighter. Ann Wolfe, all right? Let's go a little bit fantasy, y'all, okay? Can we go a little fantasy? Ann Wolfe and Claressa Shields. Who you got?
Okay, so I've done a lot of thinking about this for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I love Ann Wolfe. The Ann Wolfe-Vonda Ward fight is one of my favorite 58 seconds of fighting to watch because the fight only lasted half of the first round because she knocked the hell out of Vonda Ward.
She was like the Mike Tyson of the women.
She was.
I give her that.
And Vonda Ward was 6'6" to Ann Wolfe's 5'9".
5'9", yes.
So, and she knocked her out after Vonda Ward taunted her and said she was going to be outside the fight signing autographs after she beat Ann Wolfe. And Ann Wolfe took that personally and knocked her out in 58 seconds with a big overhand right to that girl. But I even have to say, in a fantasy match,
okay,
Ann Wolfe has the power.
Yes.
But Claressa Shields has the footwork and the volume.
Exactly.
So I think it comes down to a matter of power versus volume.
Now, this was going on last year. Was it last year, about 2 years ago? Shields was calling out Miss Ali.
She was.
And it was some rumors going around. Not Layla Ali, which is Muhammad Ali's daughter. She finished. She was undefeated.
Right.
And she was tall, nice, and lanky. She had a nice jab. But Layla Ali was more in the presence, like the money wasn't there for her. Mm-hmm. But I think she would have came out of it if the money was there. Right. Now she's a little older. I get that. But that would be a nice fantasy fight. Now with that fight right there, personally, who you like, Layla Ali, or you like Shields?
That one is, I think, that's a tougher one, I think.
Okay.
But if we're looking at it strictly, if that fight were to happen tomorrow,
okay,
I'm going to have to give it to Claressa just based on she's a little bit younger. Layla Ali's been out the game for a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know.
Listen, let me tell you about, Shields right now. She's doing something now. To me, the best I think the best as in the male division. I think Roy Jones was the all-time greatest in his prime. Now, people might disagree with me. I just thought what Roy Jones was doing, I mean, he was going behind his hand around his back. I mean, this man, he was like, he was the best. I mean, he started at middleweight, and then he went to heavyweight. I mean, it was just to a point where Roy Jones was unstoppable. Now, when he got old, okay, he was on the ropes. He got dropped. He got knocked out a lot of times. But in their prime, I think Roy Jones was the best. Well, guess what? Shields is on that same level. She remind me in that same dynamics because she stepped up. She started from middleweight and then she jumped all the way up to heavyweight, and she claimed that 5 division, and that's spectacular. That is GOAT, as she's called it. I'm saying GOAT, y'all. But I mean that what she has done in the women's and what she has done within that boxing field for women boxing, she has really lifted it up. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I know you got Serrana. I know like Amanda. I know you like her. The
actual GOAT.
And
the real GOAT.
Okay. Well, tell me why you think she.
Why do I think that? Look, I agree. Claressa Shields has done great things for women's boxing.
Okay.
She's out there. She's the face of women's boxing for the most
Okay.
part. She's outspoken. She's cocky.
Okay.
She calls people out. She calls out men.
Okay.
She's doing MMA now. I think
Okay.
that's great publicity for the sport. I would never
Okay.
take that away from her because we
Okay.
need it, and women's boxing is growing exponentially.
Right. Okay.
And she's a good face for that. I think she has a good media presence, and I gotta respect that.
Okay.
But I think that saying that she's taking the same trajectory as Roy Jones Jr. is just not super accurate because middleweight to heavyweight for the men's division, those are stacked divisions. That's where all the big fights are at. That's what everybody wants to see. The women's division, those weight classes are not the same. There's just not as many women that are of that size. How many name all the heavyweight women fighters you can think of. I can only think of a few, and that's because Claressa Shields just fought one.
Okay.
I can't, like, those bigger weight classes, I think that Claressa Shields is a good boxer, and the weight classes, they're just not very stacked. If you're looking for the greatest of all time in women's boxing, you got to go down to 135 and below. And if we're talking fighters at 135 and below, then there can only be one GOAT, and that's Amanda Serrano, who is a 7-weight world champion in 7 different weight classes.
Okay.
So I feel like it's got to be her.
Well, I mean that she was good. She's very she has great combos. I like her too.
She's great footwork.
She has great
does
footwork.
it in Jordans.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't. She's. But Shields, pound for pound, women, the best. Listen, she went to MMA. All right, she 2-1. Okay, she in MMA she went across another place in another combat and finished 2-1. That's very impressive. Guess what? James Toney tried to do it. He failed. He got choked out, y'all. All right, that's a tough transition because it's a combat. Yes, boxing and MMA, UFC. Those are they're combat sports, but they are different. And she went in there and she went up. She wasn't like, I'm not saying she had a great record. She was 2-1, but she did went in there. She won some fights and she came right back out and went straight to boxing. That's very impressive. That's GOAT, as she called it. I'm saying GOAT, but that's very impressive to me. And that's something that I mean, Layla Ali. Again, I like her. I mean, she's a favorite of mine. I do like her. She got a nice boxing game, jab. She used the jab. And Wolf, I like her hardcore. I like her rough style. She not but hardcore. Everything is tough. But Shields, she's right now. I mean, when it's all said and done, Shields, I think, will be the best of all time. That's just me, y'all. I'm sorry. That's just me. I like Amanda.
I still think it's going to be Amanda. But
Taylor,
Claressa
Katie
can
Taylor,
take
she's
second.
good.
Katie Taylor's dropping off a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, I know she was more of a journey woman. Even Christy Martin was tough too from West Virginia.
She got knocked out by Layla Ali.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying, like she was a tough competitor in that room when
she was
Ann
one,
Wolf
yeah.
and Layla Ali was going. So I mean, as we look at it right now, to me, I just look at Shields right now. She's like the Boy Jones right now for women. Just me, my personal opinion. She's very diverse, and she throw with tensions, and she don't waste any punches either. I think that her footwork got a lot better. I think her head movement got a lot better, and if you look at her last fight when she fought the heavyweight Vanessa, she was on the rope. She went slip, boop, 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 and dropped him and stopped him. So, I mean,
I think she has good moves, but I think as women's boxing progresses, someone will catch up with her. She has all right defense, she has all right footwork, but she's not unbeatable. Someone will catch up to her. And someone will figure out how to defend against the overhand right that she throws all the time. She telegraphs her right hand a lot.
Okay.
She has a few punches. When she tries to throw for power, she telegraphs her punches a lot.
Now
I think someone slick eventually is going to catch on to that, and she's going to lose eventually.
Well, I can't see it right now. I can't see it. What you think? What's her next move? Like, what potentially can she do right now? What you think is her next move? Do she have to go down and weight? What? Like, where is the name?
All I want to see personally,
right.
This may not necessarily be a good move for her career, but all I want to see is Claressa Shields and Alicia Baumgardner agree on a weight and just fight each other already.
Oh my gosh, come on.
That's all I want to see.
She's too small.
They've been running their mouths about it for like a year and a half now.
Come
they
on.
keep ducking each other. They can't agree on a weight. Claressa doesn't want to come down. Alicia doesn't want to go up. Someone's got to do something eventually.
Would you think that fight, would that be a big draw money fight?
Yes, I think so, because they both were selling the hell out of it when they were talking.
Okay.
They were all over social media calling each other out.
Okay.
And I think if they could get some of that hype back and actually make it happen, that would be a huge fight for women's boxing.
You know what? I think you got a point there. I like that. Baumgardner, I think that she could potentially be a face. She definitely has a look for it. I think that I think that there's some things still. If she want to fight Claressa Shields, she have to bring that power up. Mm-hmm. You have to bring that power. And to me,
I think she has more power than Claressa, though.
You think?
Claressa and her 3 knockouts.
Well, hey, look, you know what?
You can't say you're the greatest of all time and have 3 knockouts in 15 fights.
True, that's true. Well, you know what? In the dynamics and in the time frame that she did everything, 5 division, that means she wanted more than anything. She's willing to be the best at what she does. So, you got to look at that too. She didn't stay in that division. She's like, you know what? I want to be great. So I'm going to step into all these divisions and conquer them. And she did what no one else in boxing
I'll
has
give you
ever
that.
did.
But she did step into a bunch of divisions that have like 4 or 5 fighters in them too.
Well,
come down and wait. Come down to the bigger divisions. Come down to the stacked divisions, and let's see what.
Well,
you're
she's
really
5'9". She's thick. She's strong. You know what I'm saying? And that has to be something where it has to be a catch weight too.
Right.
Okay.
I think that's what the Alicia fight would have to be, anyways.
Okay.
Neither of them are willing to make huge adjustments.
She's at
in weight.
one.
She's up to 147 now. She was fighting at. She was fighting down in the 130s, but she moved back up, which I think is a more natural weight for her.
Oh, so what we saying? Can we make this happen? Can we make this happen with Miss Shields and Baumgardner?
What about like 154?
Yeah. I just think that I think that'll be a good matchup. Shields and Baumgardner. I would like to see that. It'll be a real big money fight. What you think about that?
Oh, definitely. I think that would really, if people aren't already paying to women's boxing, which they should be, that will get people to pay attention.
Yeah, I dig all that. I would like to see that. We will get into another segment next time. We'll be talking about Mr. Terrence Crawford and who gets, what's his name?
Israel Madrimov.
That was a good fight, y'all. That was a very good fight. We'll talk about it on our next episode.
A lot of people talking.
I know. A lot of people talking.
A lot of opinions are being had right now.
A lot of people is talking about that. But we got a clear mind. Coach Spoon, L Boogie, Lauren Michaels, Around the Ring. Catch us next time. All right, peace.
SCORCHIL. motherfucking box.